Dave Rubin is the host of the Rubin Report. He's our favourite Gen Xer. Normally talk to him on a Thursday, but let's talk to him tonight about businesses that find new ways to out-woke each other.
You know, this boycott of Bud Light, it's not like it was some sort of real organized situation. It was just that finally enough people had said, hey, you know what? Generally speaking, it's dudes and frat guys who like beer, and this company has decided to market their beer towards, I suppose, trans woman or whatever it is Dylan Mulvaney considers himself or herself at this point. And Bud Light sales are in the absolute tank. Anheuser-Busch, the parent company of Bud Light, has lost millions. We now know that this has now infected Target, which was pushing all sorts of trans, quote-unquote, pride merchandise, which literally included items for young boys to tuck their genitals. So if they didn't want to appear to be boys, they could appear to be girls. Paul, I think you and I are on a similar plane on this one, which is that as an adult, you can wear what you want to wear, you can dress how you want to dress,
100%.
Put on whatever makeup you want to put on, but we shouldn't be marketing this towards kids. Now, I'm not for the government stepping in and saying, Target, you can't sell that, and that's what the beauty of this is, because it's the people making decisions, and hopefully they can course correct the corporations that seem unable to do it for themselves.
Now, I'm not entirely sure how this is possible, but Ford says that the Raptor is very gay. Now, this is one of the great trucks, the great utes. How is a car straight or gay?
I don't know, but, you know, June 1st is the beginning of Pride Month. And, Paul, if you are not gay, and if everyone you know is not gay by the end of the month, you have done a disservice to your audience and you will be canceled. Again, it's just so ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that gay people, when they buy a truck, want the same things, the same products, the same function as straight people. You don't have to market towards someone's sexuality. Does the truck go over, drive up a mountain effectively? Can I go off-road effectively? Is it going to, you know, not get me stuck in the ditch? That would be what people care about regardless of their sexuality.
It's so crazy. It's like, you know, all I care, does it have CarPlay? What you play on that, which anthem that you particularly pump yourself up with,
right.
You know, It's Raining Men or AC/DC, your business. But a very gay car, fair dinkum. Now, Ice Cube, he said this, I think, a couple of years ago in the lead up to the last election, which was, hey, hang on, don't automatically assume because you're black the Democrats are in it for you. And he's starting to do this again. No doubt that will result in a series of people pretending that they never listen to his music. But it is a fascinating thing that such a hardcore dude is willing to say it's not only one team that you should have a look at.
Black people have supported Democrats, you know, overwhelmingly for 50, 60 years. And nothing has changed. So something's got to change.
Yeah, I mean, look, I have no doubt that I have some probably political and cultural and social disagreements with Ice Cube. But to hear him say, hey, you don't default have to be Democrat because you are black, I mean, this echoes sentiment that has been said by many black people over the years, obviously, from Thomas Sowell and Larry Elder to Candace Owens, and the list goes on and on.
And finally, the Italian Prime Minister is a breath of fresh air. Now, remember, they tried to pretend that she was some sort of, you know, Mussolini in a skirt when she first got the job. None of that has happened. But I love that when the super woke Justin Trudeau sat down recently at the G7 with her, he starts carrying on, and you can almost hear her eye roll from the other side of the world.
Canada is concerned about some of the positionings that Italy is taking in terms of the LGBT rights, but I look forward to talking with you about that because we're here at the G7 as an assembly of countries that are promoting the kinds of strong values and democratic principles that the world needs, and I always look forward to those conversations with you.
It's so spectacular because he sits there, you know, with his affect, and and we're so concerned about what you're doing in Italy with the two-spirited blah, blah, blah. And she just looks at him like, man, you are not worth my time. And Trudeau's not worth anyone's time. You know, Italy has a right, like every other sovereign nation on planet Earth, to make laws for itself. The Italian people voted her in. And from what I can tell, Meloni wants to protect their border, protect their culture. She wants to go out of her way to make sure that Italy remains Italian. I think that's an honorable, a worthy goal that, again, every nation has the duty to do. Otherwise, what's the purpose of having nations? And Trudeau comes in there, you know, as this soft-spoken, you know, globalist, like, you better behave the way we want. And she's just not having any of it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, if only Trudeau would be that brave with the Chinese. Oh, of course not.